Hello, Innisfree leaders. This is Elizabeth Eubanks. I get to be the steward of From the Ground Up Community Garden here in Pensacola under the overpass. And because we're all kind of coming and going, I just wanted to give you a little overview. I did the same thing last year and it seemed to work out pretty well. So a little bit about the garden. I think our garden rules, our golden rules, are a perfect way to start. We say first, do no harm, and the second is make a positive impact. We do request that you wear closed-toed shoes and to bring a water, a hat, or whatever you might need for tomorrow. And then the harvest bag you don't need to worry about. Well, you can if you want. There might be some things to harvest, and then obviously no bug sprays or smoking, and to be kind. We have several missions, and our overall mission, I always like to use my hands, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So community is 1 and 5, and it makes a really nice circle. And then when we think about education, we think about sustenance and sustainability. And when we're thinking about sustenance, we think about personal sustenance as well. So not just a roof over our head and food in our belly, but also that personal touch of friendship and community and things like that. We practice organic gardening here, and then we also cater to visual and performing arts. Y'all did such an amazing job last year with the beautiful fence and moving the car, and now we have the flower inside of it. This year is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be doing a lot of removal of some of the debris that we lost from the storm, and really same thing that y'all did last year. So we'll remove a lot of these vines from the Melaton, and there's some random weeding to do and some random seeding. So we'll be working on that, and then we're going to be removing some of these posts, and we're going to be building up this area over here a little bit, almost to make a mound. I have a few garden beds like this that we're going to be putting together, and then we're also going to be planting 3 fruit trees. If anyone is savvy putting lights on a trailer, I do have a light kit for that, and I could use some help with that. We'll also be moving the trailer. It's not that heavy, but it's something to do that I could use help with back into its pen over there. So we'll be moving this out. We'll start by moving a few of the benches out so that we can get to the table over here where we're gonna have some tea and other things for you. But we'll move a few benches out. I will have music here tomorrow with Katie Deneen and Jacob Palmer. Also going to be pruning a lot of our trees. So you will notice when you come in as well, and this will be another thing that we can get help with, is collecting all of the branches that have been left. We had a tree pruning clinic on Friday, and then we're going to finish up with y'all tomorrow pruning a lot of the trees. So if you have a special interest in tree pruning, you will want to join us with that. To help just cutting these strips for our love flags that we have, and you're welcome to sign a love flag as well. We do have a portable potty out here as well. We also have a phone booth, and we're using that with a group, Valerie's house or anybody. If you're grieving due to the death of a loved one, you can give them a call right there in that phone booth, and it's quite impactful actually. We'll be digging 3 different post holes. So and then I have concrete. So one is going to be up here near the stage, and I'll let you know where that is. And then we're going to put a hammock back here someplace, and I'll need some feedback on where you think a good place for a hammock will be, and we'll put 2 posts in there, and then we have concrete to pour as well to put that post in. Make that 3 fruit trees. I forgot about our goji berry. So there'll be 4 trees to plant. We'll be just cutting back some of these zinnias, and really all we do is we just break them, maybe fold them up a little bit, and then just put them right back into one of the garden beds. Same thing, all these vines, this is blue butterfly pea. You'll see a lot of seeds on there. We'll just add it all right down to this area, so we're kind of putting it right back where it came from, and hopefully we'll get more blue butterfly pea. You'll have some of that tea as well tomorrow. We'll be cutting back a lot of the amaranth and putting it in a bag and shaking it to get the seed out. So there's little black seeds, it's hard to see, but you see them. So we'll put that in a brown paper bag. We're gonna fill up some of these planters and replant, and we'll do some planting in here. We'll weed out the dollar weed. Dollar weed's kind of interesting because you're gonna come right up under it, and you kind of come under it and get the whole entire root runner, and then it comes out nicely like that. And then we'll put that someplace else. We'll fill up this planter as well and get it planted. And I have 2 other ones that need to be installed. I also have some thermometers that I need to be placed randomly, so that just requires kind of putting a screw in and screwing them in. We do have a big pile of mustards here, so if anybody's interested in taking mustards, these are all volunteers. They've come back every year, but we're good to mow all this back. So if you want to bring a harvest bag and take some mustards, please do so. And just like last year, we will be working on composting. So we'll have people turning this compost, maybe adding some more browns, but more than anything, just turning it. We'll get the thermometer out, look at the heat. I saw it smoking today, but we'll give this a really, really good turn, and we'll be adding some of your things. And then I would love for somebody to take the buckets to the brown bagger, or I might do that, and then we'll collect your lunch as well. But this is our compost system. So basically, this bed right here and the one on the far end are the same, and we add a lot of our raw materials here, and then we add browns to it, and then we stir, and then we move it over to this pile. So this is like after weeks. We move it over to this pile, and then we turn, and then we wind up sifting it through here, and this is our usable soil. One of these days we're going to have to replace the fence. It's starting to rot, but this is that other pile, the other starter pile. We'll be moving any debris that we have, any of the limbs from the trees, all over to this pile, all of this stuff over to this pile. This wood will be removed and moved, and then we need to test the water, so we might have to cut this water off, but I'm pretty sure it's been cut off. Also, our rainbird. I have another rainbird. I don't know if anyone is savvy with this, but it's not a new one, but somebody gave me a new one. But I feel like this one is starting to kind of wear out. So I need to, I just can't read the light anymore. So we have another one. I don't know if somebody's savvy or not to replace it, but that would be helpful. This filter broke, so I have a new filter that needs to be put on. So a lot of little things that are just kind of might not take that long, but are equally as important. Same thing with all of these blue butterfly pea vines, and then maybe starting some new blue butterfly pea seeds. And we can put them in our beautiful grow house, built primarily by a lot of people in Innisfree, but Brian really did a great job with that. And I'd love to get a few of these beds made, and really it just requires cutting the lumber. I think maybe 3x3 or 4x4 is good, and we'll add some more trees as time goes on, but we'll have a place for them. And we're gonna add some mushroom bricks to one of those beds under the willow. This gorgeous lamp will require several people bringing it down, and then I have some a lamp that doesn't really fit in it. It's a solar lamp. It's the only one that I could find, but we're gonna add some JP weld to it and hopefully stick it up and then push it back up. So we'll have a nice little lamp post. And if this is in your skill set, we will have a saw that works. We're gonna be cutting down this tree too, by the way. But Gracie's eyes really need to be replaced. So we have a bunch of scrap wood, and it would just be a matter of somebody cutting at least one circle eye, and then just a flat piece, maybe 2 flat pieces for Gracie's face. Gracie's our pallet cow. And moving the Melatonin over to the picnic table out by the car, and displacing some of the rotten ones. And yeah, we have lots of opportunities for you tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you. It's getting a little dark, but I think in a nutshell, you get what we're doing out here. And thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you. Bye.